Welcome back. I'm Miranda Kahn. A Delta flight makes an emergency landing when the cabin fills up with smoke. The plane was on its way to New York's LaGuardia Airport. A Delta spokesperson says there was, quote, a performance issue with one of the jet's engines. The flight landed safely in Charleston. The 89 passengers on board continued their trip, but on another plane. Delaware police released new dash cam video seen here showing a police officer kicking a suspect in the face. We're going to see that. Take a look. This happened back in 2013. The officer tells us that the man was on the ground. The suspect is slow to comply, but as he's going down, he gets kicked right in the mouth. 30-year-old LaReef Dickerson suffered a broken jaw. The officer is set to appear in court later this month. Many of us are already enjoying warm spring weather, but in New Hampshire, take a look, much different picture. Thrill seekers are hitting the slopes for a little skiing. You can see this man here dressed in shorts, wiping out on the snowy mountain. Hope he's okay. The Tuckerman Ravine, which you can see right here, is considered to be the birthplace of extreme skiing, no doubt. And you're looking at a new $150 million high-tech roof at Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York. That's a site of the U.S. Open. Organizers say the project will be ready by 2016, and developers hope it will keep up with other world-class venues. Pretty cool.
Well, if you don't know that Mother's Day is on Sunday, you might be in a bit of trouble with your mom. This weekend, of course, we celebrate the women in our lives who helped raise us and helped raise those who helped raise us. And joining us now to discuss this are Gregory and Marina Slayton, authors of the new book, Be the Best Mom You Can Be, a practical guide to raising whole children in a broken generation. Mr. and Mrs. Slayton, it's great to have you with us.
Thank you for having us.
Great to be with you.
All right, well, Greg, for folks who don't know, you also wrote a book a couple of years ago, and I wanted to start there because it was a very important book in my life. I was a new dad when it came out, and I read that book, and we often talked about ways you can be a better dad. And one of the first things you told me was to be the best husband you can be in order to be the best father you can be. Is it the same thing, Marina, when it comes to being a mom?
Having a husband is wonderful. It's terrific. It's helped being a mom an absolute joy. But in this book, I do devote a chapter on single moms because this reality has hit our generation very hard. And single moms want to be wise moms as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's certainly a case. And we saw that recently. And I know you guys have talked a lot about this with that Baltimore mom, a single mom of 6 kids who was seen on that video pulling her son out of that ride. And we have so many situations today when kids come from a broken home. Marina, what do you tell those moms how they can help their kids be whole?
Well, this was my reality. I came from a broken home. My mom, who in many ways was a wonderful mom, was a broken woman. She survived the Auschwitz concentration camps. So when I saw that video of Toya Graham and her son, I actually sympathized with both the son and the mother. The mom had a vision for her son, and that vision did not include prison. But to be honest, my mother crossed the line in terms of punishment. And I think that's the reality that many moms are going through. It's not, binary, it's complicated. And that's why I wanted to write a book that kind of steps up to the plate to deal with a lot of these practical issues that real moms are going through.
And one of these issues that real moms are going through are the expectations that they are facing in their everyday lives. In popular culture, there's this image of the perfect family, and oftentimes we know in reality it's something else. How do you tell moms to manage their own expectations about what their reality is actually going to be like?
Well, I appreciated your saying manage your own expectations. When Gregory and I got married, because both of us come from broken backgrounds, we knew we couldn't just rely on hope. And so we sat down and crafted a vision statement or journal that we, through the years, update, refer to, and have brought our kids into that discussion of what is our vision for our family. Because of the press of time and busyness, we have to arrange our lives so that we do manage all the expectations that have been put on us, and we don't get drowned, we don't drown underneath that.
Yeah, we were having a conversation with a group of my friends and some of our parents talking about how they used to manage with 4 kids back years ago, and they seem to have a much easier time of it than my generation seems to. And they said, you know what? Our lives were a lot more simpler back then. We didn't have the social media and all this stuff that you guys have now today. And that really might be what it is about, finding a way to simplify your life. But let's talk a little bit more about that, Gregory and Marina, when we come right back. We're going to take a short commercial break and I'm going to talk a little bit more about your book, of course, and the status of society today and family values. And certainly some could make the argument that family values are in decay and ways that the rest of us can combat that in our own homes. We're going to talk about that when we come back with Gregory and Marina Slayton, author of the new book, Be the Best Mom You Can Be, coming right back after this.